Thanks so much for taking a few moments to join me to talk about Tamfest, which takes place every October in Ayr in Scotland, my hometown, and where you live. It's such an incredible event. It really is. And
Thank
obviously
you.
this year things are a wee bit different, but this weekend is going to be incredible.
Yeah, thank you very much. I mean, we plan it year round. So when October finally arrives, everybody gets really excited because it's a bit of Halloween, but it's the Scottish version of Halloween and Tam O'Shanter, and it's wonderful, and it's wonderful and an honor for me to be able to do it. And this year, especially because of the circumstances, we've had to make those changes and we've had to take it completely online, of course, because of COVID. So there's the virtual aspect. We've learned a lot, but it's also, I think, there's a silver lining, and I always think there's a silver lining with everything. And our silver lining this year was to be able to bring it actually global. So it's not just a local festival anymore. We're really reaching an international audience, and bringing, the story of Tam O'Shanter and the celebration of Tam O'Shanter, not just the story, to a bigger audience. Because of course, Tam O'Shanter happens in Ayr, and he travels out to Alloway, and that's right here. So it's lovely to kind of celebrate that and reenact it, and talk about Ayr's history, in terms of with Robert Burns, and really bringing it to life and in a new medium and a new platform, which we haven't done before. So it's been a big adventure.
Well, you do such a great job. I mean, for me, it's the premium Halloween event, and certainly for those who don't know, Tam O'Shanter, it's the links there with Halloween. It just it's part, for me, it's part of the fabric of Halloween, and a lot of people might not be aware of just how Scottish or how Scottish Halloween is. I mean, it's got a real claim in its development as we know it. And certainly with Tamfest, it's this amazing festival. It's an amazing festival, and I can't wait to come next year.
Yeah, well, I'm really excited. I hope that we can all kind of join in next year in person, which would be lovely. I just think that the story of Tam O'Shanter, and of course it's recited kind of every January for Burns Night and the Burns suppers all over the globe. But it's nice to look at it, and I remember reading it for the first time, Jamie, and saying, this is a Halloween story. I mean, you read it and you're thinking, he's having a big old party with his pals in Ayr. He has a little bit too much to drink, and he rides out in a storm, to Alloway, coming across ghosts and ghouls and witches and the devil, and he comes upon them, and he gets kind of entranced and encapsulated, and then he gets spooked and he's chased by witches, and you read that and you think, gosh, that is that's when the violinist, seasons, and of course there's a moral to it as well. Burns wrote in, which was just brilliant. But I think all together, reading that and coupling it, as you will know and have probably been experiencing in America, we celebrate but Halloween is a big deal, and Halloween is certainly something that I grew up with in a big way. And then coming here and thinking, gosh, this is the birthplace of Halloween. You have Ireland, you have Scotland, the northern parts of England. It's all much here. All Hallows Eve really started here. So all in all, I'm just thinking, this is, let's really celebrate it from the home of where these traditions came from.
Absolutely. Well, you do such a great job, and it's I mean, if you've not been to Scotland, to go to Tamfest is a fantastic reason to go to Scotland. What's taking place this weekend?
Oh gosh, there's so much, and the nice thing is it's all on our website, which is tamfest.co.uk. But it's also going to be on our YouTube channel, which is Virtual Tamfest. And we've been posting since July. So there's actually, over the weekend, if you're stuck indoors with the kids, you have loads of different options for workshops that you can take part of, mask making and how to carve your pumpkin and loads of things to do with the kids. But there's more as well. So there's scary stories, there's spooky stories to watch, different tours around the area that you can watch and kind of interact with, magic shows and things. But this weekend, so Tamfest usually takes place on kind of the last Sunday of October. So this Sunday on the 25th is when everything will kind of kick off. And we have a whole roster of events from, dance performances on our YouTube channel. We have kind of the local dance groups, which have come together for that. Circus acts, theater. We have loads of poetry this year that will be piped in as well with our live stream, which I'll talk about in a minute. But I really wanted to get back into kind of the nature of what Burns was, which was, of course, the national bard. So we've brought in a huge element of poetry, and I'd like to say thank you to you, because I know that you have a part to play in that.
Thank you for having me to do a wee bit of poetry for Tamfest. It was absolutely a pleasure to do it. So thank you. It's such an encouragement as someone who likes to write a wee bit. So thank you for having me. Thank you.
Well, Jamie, it fit perfectly with, where you come from and, the area and the heritage, and who knows, you might be our next Robert Burns.
Oh, see,
But no, it's nice. And I think those elements are really important because it's very much a part of the heritage. So we're lucky to have a lot of those in, lots of spoken word. But our big thing on Sunday as well will be our live stream. And our live stream is coming from the Gaiety Theatre in Ayr. And it starts at 12:30 is the live stream. I think we're going to start piping out about 11 o'clock with a few things. But the full show will be from 12:30 until it'll roll on until 6, because we have lots of stuff after the live stream. But on the live stream performance, we have loads of Ayrshire acts, loads of Scottish acts, of course. And for the first time ever, I've been asked to perform. I'm very, very lucky because I never but I will be performing alongside Jai McDowell, and I'm very, very excited about it. We've been working really hard on our set, and it'll be really fun to do. But I think using our beautiful theater here in Ayr, which is of course the Gaiety, and using it on a virtual platform to kind of bring it out to the world, because theaters haven't been used, and it's so tragic. But they've allowed us to come in and to do this live stream. So we're really excited to be able to do. So yeah, I think our big two kind of headline acts for Tamfest. Of course, we have Grado, who's doing a Tam O'Shanter, and it's so funny. I was looking at this footage. He said, "This is the hardest thing I've ever." Tam O'Shanter is so difficult, but he does a spectacular job. So I'm looking forward to bringing that out. And then there was a project that I had the privilege of producing, which was the Bluebonnet Trail Walk. So you can walk the Tam O'Shanter Trail, which is the story as it happens, him moving from Ayr out to Alloway. And that's an actual thing you can walk. So you can start there in Ayr and end up in Alloway going through Belial Park. But we filmed it with Jane McGeechan from Still Game. So she plays Isa in Still Game, and we had a wonderful day shooting with her. And that is just a really short kind of 11-minute mini documentary, which will premiere on Sunday. So I'm really, really looking forward to that as well. But there's loads to do and catch and just kind of get a flavor. New Halloween traditions coupled with really good Scottish music and poetry. So looking forward to it.
Fantastic. You really are doing wonders, and it's such a brilliant celebration of Burns, of Tam O'Shanter, and also giving, up and coming artists, writers, creatives a platform, and as well as bringing in household names as well. And it's wonderful what you do. It's absolutely wonderful. So I'm very much looking forward to this weekend for Tamfest. And I know you'll have a very busy weekend, but thank you so much for everything that you do. Thank you.
Pleasure. It's an honor to do what we do, and especially in these very, dramatic times. We're lucky to be able to continue. It has been really challenging. So if you'd like to support us, we ask to buy Tam a dram on our website. There's a link. Yep, buy Tam a dram. And support the festival. So it's just easy. It's just a PayPal support link, but we really appreciate it.
Absolutely, it's so important to show a wee bit of support when you can. And who wouldn't want to buy Tam a dram? Who wouldn't want to? You must. Absolutely.
Go party with Tam.
Thank you so much for joining me, Meredith McCrindle. It's lovely to see you, lovely to speak with you, and it's going to be a great weekend with Tamfest. Thank you.
Lovely to be here.
Thank you. All the very best.
Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you. See you again.
It.
Thank you.